So what seems to be the problem, Evolution?
I can't sleep, Doc. I've tried. Nothing works.
So what's going on?
Well, you know how I started out as an idea to explain how organisms adapt over time, right? Well, there are so many questions about the creation of the universe and the evolution of man that I just can't answer. It's keeping me up at night.
Well, the last time we talked, I seem to remember that you were gaining in popularity and you were extremely confident about your position. What's changed?
Well, I thought I had all the right answers, but there's still so much I don't know. For example, the Big Bang Theory is still the leading explanation about how the universe began, and it starts with a singularity followed by a period of rapid inflation. But there is still no explanation for how the singularity got there, or how the first energy existed, or how the four fundamental forces were formed. You know, the strong and weak nuclear forces, electromagnetism and gravity. Science has no clue. We know the universe had a beginning, but the best answer from some of the brightest scientific minds is that the universe created itself out of nothing. And now, recent discoveries show that 96% of the universe is made of matter and energy we can't see, feel, touch, or even understand. And to be honest, we actually know very little about the other 4%, which includes all the stars, planets, and galaxies in the universe that we can see.
I could see why this might be troubling you.
And that's not all. I've been thinking about the probability of the universe creating itself out of nothing, and I just can't wrap my head around it. Energy, matter, and time, creating the four fundamental forces of nature, forming all the stars, the planets, and galaxies, all from completely random and unguided processes. It just doesn't make any sense. But let's just go with it for a moment. Assume the improbability of the universe existing as I just mentioned. Do you know the odds of a planet within that universe possessing all the necessary requirements to support life? We're talking about over 200 parameters. It would need the right temperature, which requires a certain proximity to a star, the right atmosphere to regulate temperature and protect from the star's radiation, a large planet like Jupiter to attract incoming asteroids, an abundance of liquid water, plenty of nutrients, and the list goes on and on. The probability of Earth prevailing by random chance is absolutely inconceivable. Statistically speaking, it's practically impossible. And that's just where I get started. Even if everyone accepts the idea of the universe creating itself out of nothing and the statistical miracle of Earth's existence and its unique ability to support life, now they expect me to explain how molecules came together to form living organisms and eventually evolved into humans over time. And I'm discovering so many gaps in my knowledge.
Can you give me any examples?
Of course. Even with all our advanced technology we have today, scientists can't replicate the production of single-celled animals from the primordial soup. We can't prove how single-celled animals evolved to become multi-celled animals with completely different cell structures, and we certainly can't explain how eyes, ears, brain tissue, and lung tissue developed from a single cell, or how single-sex organisms evolved into males and females that sexually reproduce. And here's the thing. Even if I could explain all that, I still have no way of explaining the lack of complete fossil evidence to support mankind evolving from apes at the other end of the spectrum. It's just completely overwhelming what they expect of me.
Well, it sounds like you're really starting to have some doubts, Evolution. So do you still have some faith in your theories?
Well, even the guy who got me started, Charles Darwin, had his doubts. I don't know. I guess I have doubts of my own, but I don't really have another plausible alternative.
Actually, we do have another alternative, one that I believe has more proof and less gaps. The universe was intelligently designed by an eternal creator God, who fine-tuned the cosmos to create a planet that would support life for you and me. He skillfully crafted all living organisms to inhabit this special planet, and he crowned his creation by making human beings in his image. He gave us many wonderful qualities that set us apart from everything else that he made. One of these is our intellect. He gave us minds that feel a pressing need to understand where we came from and discover our purpose. Some people believe that life just happened by accident, and they explain the complexities of our existence, from the wonders in space to the information coded in our very DNA, as simply a result of time, matter, and random chance. They believe there is no design, no designer, and ultimately no meaning or purpose for our existence. Quite honestly, I believe that view requires more faith than I have. The truth is that God, who created the universe and everything that has the breath of life, made us to find Him and to enjoy a close and personal relationship with Him. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you all.